what mean or whatever. So they've been doing this for like 2 days or whatever. So I know that this case is about to crack, and I've been having like Channel 6 News fly over me more than once, about 3 times, and Fox over. And I know that this is one of the biggest cases in history. And so, um, what's going on? A lot of havoc, and you know, I know that it's gonna, I'm going to push through whatever. I know I'm going to push through this, but it's really, really hard right now. And so I'm asking for help out here to get me and my son a hotel at least for 2 days or one day or whatever, just, you know, to get up off the street because, it's dangerous out here for one. I mean, we're in a decent location and we know that we're being watched or whatever, but still it's just not good for us to be outside. Like last night, this guy came and gave me some boxes to sleep on because I was sleeping on the foil that they gave us or whatever, to keep you warm or whatever. So I was just like, okay, well, let me just go ahead and just take these boxes. Actually, it felt like a bed. I was like, yeah, you know what I mean? But I have my setup to sleep outside, but I'm not going to be doing all that because, when it's time to go, it's time to go. So, however I'm sleeping, I'm rough sleeping right now. So, ain't no comfort in this. And um, this neighborhood is pretty, decent. They got their people, what they do, and that's everywhere. So, tomorrow the library will be closed, which is just unfortunate that we have to go to a library that's smaller, which they're cool over there. They don't bother us. They know our situation, but we was getting hit up in there too. You know what I mean? Those direct energy weapons was hitting real good. Hey y'all. Hey everybody that's coming in. It ain't that many people that's coming in or whatever, but um, you know, I'll be I'll be fine in like probably 2 months or whatever. Thank you for the top fans. Yeah, I'll be fine in like a few months. Right now, it's the real struggle. So I'm just waiting for some income to kick in, and I'm not going to sit around and just twiddle my thumb or anything like that. So y'all hear my son? He's getting hit in the background with the weapons or whatever. So y'all want to see the moon? Has my artificial intelligence in it. So what Trump is trying to do? No, I'm not really okay right now. And everything like that. Where did all my people go? Everybody left. And everything like that. Where did all my people go? Everybody left. So I had a good following up in there. Oh well, anyways, I don't expect anybody to be in here. I just want people to hear my story because I'm trying to get my story out anyways. So yeah. Let's see. Um wait, let's see. Wait. Yeah. I was trying to pin my thing up there, but share. Anyways, um I'm back. Yeah, it's disconnecting right over here. Is yours? So I have spotty Wi-Fi. Anyways, they ripped me off, and everybody keep ripping my money off. And then it's like, oh, you'll get your money in 10 to 20 days, 10 to 30 days, or whatever. So then when I get the money, it's just like I got my money all at one time. You know what I mean? So um, I get a little money, but it's not much. You know what I mean? So I have to eventually look for a roommate for me and my son to get off the streets and until this whole investigation is over, because the investigation been going on for, I don't know really when they started it, you know what I mean, but like I know it's a small group of people, but the people, they don't want to come out, they don't want to get hit with these weapons, and they do not want to have fire on them, a fire satellite that's frying me and my son alive. Like, and everybody think it's okay. Like, yeah, we're out with it. It's finally out, but it's not okay. It's not finally out because these people are going to be labeled conspiracy to murderers, and this is domestic terrorism on American soil. And we fighting for Epstein, the Epstein list, the child trafficking, which they're mad because I didn't give my son up, so they put me in this program because I wouldn't traffic him or sell him or whatever. And right now, the Clintons, they doing their deposition or whatever, but Hillary Clinton sold my son and to traffic him or whatever. And this is a cold world. I don't know if I go anywhere in the world if it's gonna get better, but I'll tell you this much: I will not be in the United States of America. When I get my money, I'll pay taxes over here and do what I got to do over here, but I will never come back to the United States of America. I'm sorry, I'm just not going to do it. But I was treated very, very poorly over here. My son never even had a chance, from birth. I mean, they just threw him in the program and just was going to ship him off. I don't know what kind of sacrificing they was going to do with him, if they was going to eat him or they was going to keep him to traffic him, or I have no idea what they was going to do. You know what I mean? So, I'm just right now, I'm just in limbo because it's like right now, it's like I don't know which way to go. It's like I don't even have enough money to mail the freaking paper off. Like, this is what's holding me back. I thought that I had my paper going, and they're like, no, you have to do it through the portal and all that. So here I go. I'm 6 weeks out, thinking that I'm a month and a half out when I should have been had this stuff going. So I'm gonna try to see if they can do it and expedite it because I was trying to do it through the portal, and I'm gonna try to do it through the portal again. Um, but this is, genocide at its best. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did not know that people were so evil. Like, I knew that, you know, people were getting ahead and all that, but I didn't know that they had joined this. And so these people are conditioned to using these weapons. They're like, you know, they're conditioned. Like, it's just something that they grew up in. You know what I mean? And I mean, I guess that's what they do. That's them. They grew up in this shit. Like, they grew up using these weapons, and they grew up gang stalking, and I mean, it's like us against you guys or whatever. And so they can play that game all they want. If that's the game that y'all want to play, y'all can keep playing it. So, anyways, Trump, he's mad because Aprocopic or whatever company that is, they're trying to. They didn't want to sell. Or to me, it seemed like somebody lying because they are trying to sell the White House this technology, and the White House claiming that they don't want to buy the technology. They said because it's a killer weapon, and what they're using on us right now, and they are put, you with that breathing shit, bro. You hear my son? They hitting them with the. All this stuff is science that they're doing to the public. They basically have us hooked up to technology that is, what do you mean gadget lover? They have us. Oh yeah, I am a gadget lover. Yeah, go gadget. Yeah, so they have us hooked up to technology. Um, I guess I am a gadget lover. Not like that. Um, I don't want to be not, what I mean, hooked up to nobody's weapons and shit. So Trump is, um, so somebody offered to give him this technology so he can mass surveillance, the American citizens, and he can put this technology on them and say, well, everybody have their files, like the Epstein files. Everybody have their files, and we're just going to put it on whoever we want. We're just going to leave the robot on them and just let the robot have Adam and just kill them. So it's like a ticking time bomb, that's in the White House. It's a ticking time bomb that he could inflict pain on someone else, and they can have like 24 hours to live if they hook him up, if they hook whoever up to this, which they have me and my son hooked up to this shit. So my thing about it is getting cancer. You know what I mean? They've been burning my son for a long time with these tools, and I'm kind of sick of it. So, I'm gonna keep talking about it and I'm gonna keep telling my story. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stay off social media because everybody's ratcheting everything up until they just come to me and say, you know what, the news has come to me or whatever. I got Channel 6 flying over my head, Fox News flying over my head, and ain't nobody saying nothing. You know what I mean? And I feel as though they want me or my son dead or both of us dead, and it's not going to happen because God, He has us covered. And it is whatever God wants, because you guys can't put my hands in your my life in your hands and and then dictate how long I can live or what dictate my future or whatever, because you guys have made my life a living hell. Okay, a living hell. They have kept me broke all my life. Like, I was always wondering, like, they have kept so much friction going on in my life, like, just all this just trauma and just drama all the time. And I'm like one of the like quietest people that you can ever meet. Like, what I mean by that, like, I'm a loner to myself, but I do like to socialize, but I'm both. I'm an introvert and extrovert. So that's who I am, because when I'm doing my job, I have to be an extrovert. You know what I mean? And then when I'm alone, I'm an introvert and I'm the only child. So, I have to do a lot of things on my own. So I don't mind doing a lot of things on my own. Um, but, I guess ain't nobody gonna help me. So if ain't nobody gonna help me right now, keep it that way. You know what I'm saying? Me and my son is out here starving right now. Keep it that way, since don't nobody want to help me. So ain't nobody gonna help you. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I care about people helping me, but if it was me and I knew that all of this was happening, I would be building some type of like group to help these kind of people. You know what I mean? And come out and be like, hey, everybody come out that's a targeted person or targeted individual, and let's get you together. Let's see, let's get you some food, let's get you a place to stay. You know what I'm saying? If we gotta have a compound or whatever, let's get these people in to safety, as best as we can. And we all group up and we fight these, but it's every man for themselves right now, because it's like, oh, so if you have an apartment and you have a car and you have a decent job, you get to keep it, but that's all you get. I mean, you get the little bonuses for chasing people and stalking people or whatever. And a lot of people is really living real good right now, but for the most part, I mean, I know it's capitalism, socialism, and all that. And when that was going on, and they was breaking it up and dividing everybody into groups. The Christians, the Catholics, the whatever. Everybody was getting together. The 7 Day Adventists with the Mormons or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was grouping up and getting Department of Defense contracts and getting all these surveillance tools everywhere, and all these surveillance cameras on their businesses and stuff like that to watch their people and to watch this and to watch that. And all it is human trafficking at its best. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just it. It ain't nothing other than that. That's just it, to rape, steal, and kill. That's it. And so, I didn't want to be a part of the raping, stealing, and killing. I mean, y'all didn't even offer to me to go rape and steal or kill. Y'all just put me in this program because of my ancestors or whatever, and they don't want me having what I have. They don't want me to have anything. You know what I mean? It's just like they want to keep me down for forever, but I'm a part of them, which they have to accept. So they put me in this burning frying program, and so and then put my youngest son in it, and you know they picking and choosing people who they want to kill, who they don't want to kill, and everything. I don't know. This world is crazy, but y'all just, if anything ever happened to me, it's this White House, and that's all it is because Congress personnel, they're the ones that been taking contracts out with like Raytheon, all these technology companies, and taking these contracts out on civilians. So they're like, yeah, I want that person hit, and I'm gonna take a contract down. I'm like, really? It's a contract on my head. So you hear the Garden plane? I really want y'all to see it, but the Garden plane, they're using them through the Air Force, whether it's a contractor, a civilian contractor through the Air Force, or whether it's an Air Force person that is using these airplanes. But they're dropping chemtrails, and they got some real bad dirt. So watch this. Here we go. Right there. Look. Y'all can see all the satellites and everything. So these are low orbit satellites that came down to like burn and fry me and my son. And I know like some of these satellites are here to like really watch us, but some of them are here to like burn and fry us or whatever. Like this is genocide at its best, and everybody being quiet. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like the black community, I'm pretty much done with the black community because they took these contracts and they're out. They're the main ones, well, besides the white people, but they out, and everybody else under the sun that can get a hold of these weapons. I know that this is a big investigation, and I'm seeing it unfold on Twitter, but it's not happening, fast enough. It's on X, and everybody talking about it, retweeting it, posting it, but it's not happening fast enough. I need this shit to happen fast enough. Like I said, all these people, they want to come towards me because I'm finna be a whole, you know, one of the naires. You know what I'm saying? Millionaire, trillionaires, gazillionaire, nonillionaire. You know what I'm saying? With those unlimited digits. I can't even talk. Uh, my tongue got stuck. Unlimited digits. But um, they say the cat got your tongue. So, and they be making me do this stutter and all that shit, and making my speech all slow or whatever, because they've been doing this or whatever for a long time or whatever, trying to like control me through MK Ultra. And like I said, if anything happened to me, I know that Raytheon, the Air Force, NASA, the CIA, NSA, the DoD, the social media influencers, they have these tools, the ones with the high numbers. um the CIA kids, they after my son, the college kids and stuff like that. So they even giving they 9-year-olds contracts that like come hit us. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? So like I said, if anybody want to help me, come help me. But like, if y'all don't want to help me, don't come help me when I get over. I don't want not one person coming towards me, because the only thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do some interviews, and I'm gonna do some I'll probably do like a month-long interview like every day, and then after that I'm not doing no more interviews. Not every day, but like every week, where the news, everybody come out or whatever, LA Times, New York Times, you know what I mean, The Guardian or whatever, everybody come out and do whatever, CNN, whatever, Fox, whoever, CBS, CBN, MSN, whoever. um, then I will most definitely, do that for them. And then I'm gonna go on and do my humanitarian work and get my grandkids and stuff like that and live my peaceful life. I don't even think that I don't even want to get married. I don't want to date again. I don't want to do any of that stuff. Like, and once I say something and I really put my brain to it and stick to it, I will, because I'm out here and I could be crying, and I could be, but crying ain't gonna help me right now. Crying ain't none of that gonna help me right now. So I want y'all to just keep it that way. The black community, just keep it that way. You know what I'm saying? My phone should be filling up with cash apps right now. Let's get these people off the street to safety. They already in a bad situation, but at least let's get them to safety. You know what I'm saying? So y'all sitting up here watching me on Frog and Fog and all these surveillance apps, but ain't nobody doing nothing. Y'all laughing. We the laughing stock. Like we're the spectacle. You guys are making spectacles out of us, and it's just like this is what y'all thought that y'all was gonna just pick certain civilians and then don't even know their background or who they are. Y'all just was gonna pluck at us to death and pick at us like vultures with these tools and then just kill us off. But my life expectancy and my son's life expectancy may not be long on this earth or whatever. So because of other people's hands and everybody else got into it, you know what I'm saying? Like I know that my son is not a bad person. He's not perfect, but I know that he's not a bad person. So they put him in this program to say that he's a bad person and to utilize artificial intelligence that in making up stuff, you know what I mean? So it's just like they burnt out on that one. So now Donald Trump want to kill everybody. Well, he gonna get this app and he finna kill everybody that's on that list. And what they need to do with Donald Trump is go snatch his motherfucking ass out of that White House. Ain't no way that this man should be doing all this dirt. And y'all, ain't no way that he was an inside CIA agent. He had been raping girls left and right. He got so many lawsuits that he had settled out of court. And he's still in this White House. He still make, oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. No, you don't need to do nothing. No, you need to come up out of that White House. And they need to take Hillary and Bill to jail and down to the bushes. Ain't no way that that man should be up there dictating like that. Ain't no way. Any other country, the black people, I said the black people, everybody would be up there at that White House, excuse me, and they would be going ham. They would be up in there snatching his ass out of that White House. I'm telling you right now, we can overthrow this government. Everybody is so sitting, just so complacent. And what the fuck are we waiting for? Because I'm not waiting. I'm up here, I'm pushing these senators and I'm pushing everybody to help me and my son. But you guys are just sitting up here playing. So you know what? I'm staying off of Twitter X. I'm staying off of Instagram. I will be on YouTube doing my thing. So I don't want to hear none of that bullshit when you guys is out. I'm probably I'm probably laughing, but you guys are going to be out. Okay? I'm really sad for my black community. I will not be supporting when I write that legislation, it will not be for you guys. It won't be for nobody but me and my son, Andrea and Rashawn, Bill. Yeah. Because you got I'm not fighting. Y'all want to call me Harriet Tubman and all that. I'm not fighting for you guys. Yeah, the fight was for you guys, but I'm not fighting for y'all no more. I'm not. To the depth of my soul, I will not write anything up in that legislation for any blacks. It would be for targeted individuals. If you're black and you in there, okay, but it will be no more infliction of genocide on these groups of people because we all have some type of bloodline or we're all like we're targeted. So I guess we would be called the targeted individuals for life. And you guys will not be able to target us at all. Like we will be protected. And that's all I gotta say about that. But niggas don't excuse my language. Niggas don't come over here. Uh-uh. Don't come over here swaying over this way because I got trillions in my bank account. Don't come over here because I'm gonna have my peace. Did nobody send me and my son nothing? This morning, the guy sent me some poison bakery food, and I only took one little tiny bite, and I got so sick, and I had to take a Tum. So I was like, okay, that's why I took a bite because it smelled good, but he must have poisoned it with something. So I just took everything he gave me and threw it away. You know, so they sending people to poison me. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, just imagine if I had ate one of those whole things. It was like a croissant, but an Asian croissant. Like, I don't really eat like food that I ain't never had before. Like, if I eat baked goods, it's like American baked goods. Like, that's just it. Like, I don't eat like other people baked goods. I just don't. I think as far as I go is maybe Italian baked goods or something like that. But that's it. But so they tried to poison me today. I almost died this morning. I had to drink water to get it out of my system. And what else? Um, yeah. Anyways, I'm alive. And I threw that shit away. So I won't be eating nobody food. I don't care how hungry I am. I would not be going in nobody trash either. That's not the type of homeless person I am. They have too much food around here and too many people walking around that I could beg from off the street and ask them for a few bucks or whatever and they'll give it to me. But yeah, I'm not fooling with no females as far as don't be trying to befriend me or anything like that. Everybody know like this ain't nobody fault, but still, like, where the black people at? And they talking about we ain't coming out for the Mexican people or the Latin people or the Hispanic people. Y'all ain't coming out for nobody. Y'all ain't coming out to nobody rescue. Okay? It don't look like y'all coming to nobody rescue at all. The black people, they got what they got, and I got mine. So when you get kicked out that treaty, you gonna have yours, and you gonna be paying restitution for taking that. Today, I went over to the Dollar Tree. Here comes some black ladies chasing after me with their weapons and shit. And so one of them, she was listening to me because when I had to go to the hospital, I was asking the doctor for lidocaine, so she gonna come by me talking about lidocaine. You know, if putting your hands on somebody was a crime, it wasn't a crime. A whole bunch of people need their ass whooped. Period. Period. And then another thing is the other lady gonna come by me talking about strawberries because when they burned my son, it has a meaning, some type of strawberry. It has like a meaning to it or whatever, some type of gang stalking meaning. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, so like I said, I ain't fooling with nobody at all. Y'all leave me alone. I don't want to work with nobody right now. Give me a year and I can pick and choose who I want to work with. You know what I mean? After going through something like this, I'm going to have intense, some intense peace. Yeah. I don't need no therapy or anything like that. Just some zen, working out, maybe some Buddhism or something like that, and chanting, or, some type of um, soul healing. You know what I mean? And maybe it's something out there that somebody had come bring something to me where I could, you know, heal my soul, or maybe I won't ever be healed. But um, don't come at me. Y'all just leave me alone. Because if I'm not in a place by Monday, or if this case haven't cracked by Monday, just leave me alone. I know that a lot of men want to come at me or whatever because I'm gonna have a lot of money and a lot of cash, and I got that title. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm up under the crown. I got that double crown, baby, on both sides of my head, front to back. Okay, so I ain't tripping. I don't need no man. I don't need to match anything. I don't need no title. I already have my own title. I'm up under the crown. I don't need no man to verify, to clarify, and to I forgot the other word, to make me whole. I don't need that. Ain't nobody gonna make me whole. I'm already whole by myself. Okay, so y'all can go on with that. Y'all want to do business? Maybe we could do business. But other than that, nope, nope. Me and my son been out here for way too long, a whole year and a half. Ain't no way. Ain't no way that a contract could be stopping you, because if I knew what I had and what I got, and what I had and what I got, I'd be like, fuck that contract. Shit. Me and her finna get way more money together. Or even if it was just, it doesn't even matter for me even being with somebody, just a group of people, you know what I'm saying? Like, here we are, Andrea, we got your back. Like, shit, we know you got that, that backup right there. You know what I'm saying? You got that cushion, so we're gonna back you up. And then we can all work it out, whether it's female, male, whatever. You know what I mean? But don't think that y'all gonna come running to my rescue once I'm over, because remember, y'all got them contracts. And I didn't know that this world was built off of contracts. I thought we came into this world and we were free. Well, I thought we had a free will. I thought that everything was, you know what I'm saying? It ain't. So y'all all tied into a contract. So keep that contract, because you keep yours. Because if as long as me and my son is out here, I'm not fucking with nobody. Period. 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 I don't care who come through here. Yeah, maybe we could do business in a year from now. You know what I mean? But far as anything other than that, nah. Nah, bro. Nah, sis. Like I said, for everybody that didn't come to my rescue, and I know that Attorney General Rob Bonta, I know that he's going to try to protest, well, contest or whatever, try to for the FOIA, so that way we can get these towers out of here, and we can get these out of our neighborhoods and stuff like that. And that's one thing that I am fighting with you for, you guys, or whatever, to keep these towers out, because people are not using their brain. They're like, yeah, we're gonna hit these with these weapons, but then at the same time, you guys are getting poisoned too by this stuff. This is radiation inflicted on you too. Anyways, y'all, I'm about to go. So and it will soothe my soul until me and my son get off these streets. So anyways, peace.